Alright, Knights of Apollo, welcome back to the battlefield. So we are playing Napoleon Total War. This is a Waterloo scenario battle. So we've got 3 French armies taking on 3 British armies. Now there's no Prussian forces that are going to show up to save the day. It's up to the British to hold on their own. And of course they have the defensive position, and Napoleon and his Frenchmen, holy rockets, are about to bombard the British position. Okay, well, that's going to make things interesting. Look at these rockets. It's going to make this defense that much more difficult because rockets can just shred through forces. So this is actually a replay by Joe on it. So he's got his own YouTube channel. I want to give that a little shout out. So thank you, Joe, for the battle replay. Also, guys, we are on the road to 1 million subs. We're less than 260,000 subs away, which I should hit. I mean, it depends. I'm really excited about hitting it because I've been doing YouTube for 7 years on or off. I think I started in 2013. I didn't take it too seriously at the start, but I think for the past 5 years it's been pretty much my career, my job. So it's something that I'm very excited about. So if you haven't subbed, be sure to do that. Check that out, and I do appreciate it. So let's do normal speed here. Let's turn on the mini map. And let's see how this is going to progress. Now, obviously, we've got the defenders taking the defensive locations of the buildings, which they're desperately going to need, especially against these rockets. Look at this. Oh, my God. Let's see where they're just going for that center mass. Oh, yeah. So nothing too crazy in terms of casualties. I mean, rockets also have that kind of, like, flair of, like, it almost messes with your psyche. Where you're just like, oh, those look intimidating. And sometimes they don't do a ton of damage, but they can rack up some kills. That's why most of the time players just ban them from the matches. Here comes another rocket barrage. About to hit the cannons here. Boom. Oh, yeah. So the terrain is definitely helping out the French at this point. We got some Polish Legion over here as well. But the terrain is definitely trying to help, it's helping out the French army as the cannonballs are safely flying over their heads. As soon as they pass this hill, though, that artillery is going to be a problem. And we're probably going to see the French army get really aggressive and start pushing. Here comes another rocket barrage. Oh, yeah. Don't you just love these big team battles? Like, I never enjoy playing Total War by myself. I hate it. Like, it's not as fun. I just like the teamwork and feeling like you're in it together, the group struggle kind of thing. I love that, and it's always, I don't know, it's always cool to see these big team battles and the players are looking after each other and trying to help each other. Another nice barrage by the 9-foot artillery, 9-pounder foot artillery. Here comes another rocket barrage going after the building. The foot artillery trying to load up as quickly as possible, trying to do as much damage before the infantry get into firing range. Ooh, that is loud. Okay, that is very loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, so we're back. I always forget like how loud Napoleon can be in terms of the effects, and I always have him a little too high. Here comes another rocket barrage coming down on the defenses here. The house. It's not really doing any damage to the house. So I think overall the infantry here are pretty safe from the French rocket barrage artillery, volleys. So here comes, I think, some chasseurs. They are, or chasseurs? I've already forgotten how to pronounce these French names. But they are getting very close to firing range over to that building. So they're probably going to pepper up those buildings to try to soften it up. Here comes another barrage coming down on the British. You can see they've inflicted a good amount of, look at this. This unit's almost lost about 15 men. So, like, they have almost, this one over here, same thing. It's pretty dangerous how much destruction the rockets can do. But they're going to keep holding their ground like true heroes. Not even, look at it, not even phased. Not even, look at it. Just imagine being right here and be like, oh, okay, rockets. Boom. And sure enough, every volley kills a good chunk of them, 102. So they've now both almost lost 20 men in both of their units. So, yeah, hats off to the brave British soldiers who aren't even flinching to the sight of rocket fire coming down, which is so funny. And I'm glad they added that into the, you know, like Rome 2. I was going to say newer Total Wars, but I think they did add it. I don't know. You know, I haven't played Troy except for that one time. But I didn't upload it, by the way. Anyways, what am I saying? Oh, they'll add like little animations of like them like kind of dodging a little bit or flinching or whatever. So here comes more artillery barrage. This has been a pretty slow start to this battle. Lots of just artillery barrage, infantry slowly creeping their way forward. We got a lot of lights here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of lights moving up, kind of leading the line infantry. Here comes another rocket barrage. That one mostly hits nothing there. And it's going to be curious to see how they approach this. Now, you can see the British, they've kind of really set up this nice flanking position. This obviously, you're going to use the red line, but to be fair, there's only so much space on this map. It's hard not to use the red line. I mean, look how big this army is, you know, like I mean, I guess you can move over here a little bit. There's a lot of space here. So this might be a better flanking position for the French, but over here it's going to be a little bit tougher because of this red line. The line infantry is definitely going to get in the way. It's got some fencibles though. You can easily slice through fencibles. This is like common troop here. Poor training, very little training. Definitely not veterans of the battlefield. So over here in the center, we've got the chasseurs already. I think they're about to open fire. This might be the first musket barrage here. Musket shot. No, it's coming from the British. They're firing from the house. They've got some Highlanders up in this house. Oh, wait. There's a cav charge. Oh, no. Dragoons moving in. Oh, it could have been. It could have been an opportunity to take out the chasseur. The light infantry. The skirmishers. Let's see. They are... Ooh, they're going to take some volleys from the line infantry protecting. That's why you always got to have line infantry near your skirmishers. Protect them from cav or your own cav. And the cav is going to disengage, fall back to the safety of their own lines. So that could have been something amazing there, that charge. I don't know why it was so hesitant. It might have been suicidal to charge in your cav like that, but you could have destroyed, you know, 1 or 2 units of chasseurs. Could have taken out. Yeah, taken out. Took out. Took is past tense. I didn't sleep much last night, so my commentary is going to be all over the place. All right, so over on this side, we've got Polish Legion, 2 units of Polish Legion, Dutch Grenadiers, and the Old Guard. That's a pretty scary force to be seeing, you know, marching through this little tree line, this little patch of trees. I would be quite terrified if I was the British. But maybe that's why I'm not the British. That probably doesn't make any sense. But yeah, they're going to make their way. They're probably going to, like, with brute force, try to take this building over here. You know, and they've kind of got to pick up the pace here a little bit. I understand, like, you're taking on a defensive position, and you don't want to just Leroy Jenkins into the fight. But at the same time, you got to get going because this is a timed battle. Sure, there's 50 minutes left in this battle. But it's still anyone's game. Here comes another rocket barrage coming down. Oh, juicy. Juicy, juicy. And I mean, the longer they just sit here and take those rockets, I mean, what can they do against the rockets? They can't do much. It's not like they can run around and take cover. So it's no surprise that they're just kind of sitting there taking it because what can they do? The only problem is that I don't think rockets have ammo. They might. I don't remember. I know most artillery in Napoleon does not have ammo. As in, you can just shoot it for an infinite amount of time, which is kind of silly. I wish they did put an ammo limit on artillery, even if it was like a lot. But here we go, a nice skirmish battle. Look at this, intense skirmish battle. You got the lowland here with the tall grass. And meanwhile, we do have a push of Polish Legion going into the building here and trying to take on the Highlanders. Rocket bombardment trying to help them out. Oh yeah, the ground is shaking and as if it was a really, really bad earthquake. Oh, look away, children. Look away. Highlander going down. Thankfully, he's wearing a block kilt. Hiding his underparts. But he's going to get back up. He's a little embarrassed that the whole world just saw his private parts, but that's okay. We couldn't see him anyways. What am I even talking about? Over here, look at the massive push over here. Oh my God. The French going in. Old Guard, Polish Legion, Dutch Grenadiers working together to take on the tyranny of the crowd. Look at these oh, and then we got a push by Old Guard. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is the aggressive play I want to see. Wait a second, hold on. We've got some British Dragoons, light Dragoons flanking around, going for the general. Is that Napoleon? I don't think so. No, that's not Napoleon, but it is a general. And this is a common thing I see in Napoleon all the time. You've got to watch your generals. Sometimes people are like, you know, generals can't really fight in Napoleon. They can a little bit, but most of the time they just sit back there. And you know what? We've got another unit of Cav. Oh, they killed him. The general has been killed. And now light Dragoons going to take the rockets out of the game. And another general. This time it's Napoleon. And he's like, oh, are we under attack? Oh, okay. Let me take my saber out. Yeah, so I guess they did not see that coming, right? They did not see that coming. And the French are trying to, like, frantically shifting over some Dragoons to try to help them out, but can they get there in time? Or is Napoleon gonna die at Waterloo? Which, honestly, he should have. You know, that's the thing is, like, what kind of life? I mean, people say that, you know, when Waterloo, when he was exiled for the second time, that's when he wrote about all of his battles. And we got a lot of knowledge about his battles during that time of exile. But at the same time, sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, he kind of deserved that warrior's death, you know, to go out in a blaze of glory on the battlefield of Waterloo, die with his men. I mean, would we have as much info? I mean, the opinion of Napoleon is already skewed, you know, like he's looked upon as a villain in many cases. Would that be even worse if he died at Waterloo? And there we go. Napoleon's desperately trying to hold them off, hold them back. And it's not looking good. I guess the French Cav died there. They're trying. No, the French Cav is still here trying to save. There we go. Whew. Almost killed Napoleon. Almost killed Napoleon. But they say, he's like, geez, that was close. Like, maybe the Sky Commander who's commanding everyone should pay attention. But that was an epic Cav charge. You got a lot done there. But the French, meanwhile, are pushing hard on the flank. Look at this. This is very promising for the French army, and we're probably going to see some nasty maneuvers with the Cav. But, you know, keep in mind, even though the French are making some great progress here, they lost a general. Morale might be low for a big chunk of the forces. Artillery, look at the artillery barrage. My goodness. Just shelling the defensive structures. Got the 6-inch howitzer over here. And yeah, they have they've killed a lot here. Unfortunately, the Polish Legion were not able to take this house. All right, then we've got the Fusiliers of Line. Chasseur. More Fusiliers of Line, so a nice combination of troops. Now, here's the thing to consider, though. You got to watch terrain in Napoleon. You've got to look at the terrain. Sometimes it's good to zoom in because Napoleon's a bit slower paced, which is awesome. And it gives you the opportunity to zoom in and see what they can see. And right now, what we see is a big old mound. Okay, we can't see the enemy, so he's got to get them into high grounds, good vantage points, be able to fire down on the British position. And here we go, big Cav charge, but unfortunately, they're going to run right into a square formation. Might as well just call that off. And then we've got British Cav coming in to meet them. Wonderful. So they should be okay. Square formations are extremely hard to break. Doesn't matter how much cav you have. You form that square, you should hold quite well. Plus, you throw in some British cav. I think they're going to be able to hold a huge number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of cav. Held back by 2 British units. This, guys, is why you don't blob up. You don't clump up in Total War, because that is how you lose very important parts of your army to a much smaller force. And I think the British, even if they lose this engagement, will come out on top in terms of casualties and deaths and whatnot. So they're getting a lot of kills over here. Meanwhile, the infantry is pushing forward. Things are getting intense. Over in the center, it's a little bit, the center is more slow. I get it, because it's much more difficult to attack. But the center is taking it slow and steady. They're taking their time, kind of just having a presence here in the center to keep the British honest and make sure they don't give up defending the center. The French also need to mobilize these troops who just took this house. Like, they need a full-on push and overwhelm the British, try to take this hill. Now, over here, we are starting... This is insane. The British are breaking here, but again, at what cost? At what cost? Now we have some French infantry, which honestly should have been mobilized way sooner into this blob to help the cav against the British infantry. So now they're just going to keep running down here. I'm actually kind of surprised how effective this French cav was at bringing down that square formation. Sure, they like vastly outnumbered the men, but still, it's quite surprising. So the cav is going to keep rolling, and they're going for a general. Oh, they want blood, guys. They have remembered. Obviously, they did not forget what they did to the French generals. They're going to return the favor. They are going to return the favor right here. My goodness. And oh, he's trying. He's like, "Oh, run away. Run away." I don't think he's going to make it, though. Let's see. That's the general, right? No, I don't know. They all look the same, man. The general's somewhere in this unit. That's for sure. And he's desperately trying to... Oh, they got him. They got him. General has been killed. French infantry charging into the 88th foot. Look at that. Fusiliers align. They're going to have a tough time against the 88th foot. They do have infantry supporting them from the back, though. We got a lot of Frenchmen. Look at this line. Thick line of line infantry. Just... They got to get a... See, like, most of the shots are going into the dirt, though. They're wasting ammo. That's one thing. Your infantry does have a limit on ammo. They need to push up and take this hill. I know it's going to be dangerously close to the British infantry, but you got to do something because you're wasting ammo shooting into the dirt like that. So a big push over here. And the French cav is still running amok. Taking on the 42nd Black Watch. That's going to be a little challenging for that cav. But they're going to keep fighting the good fight and trying to cause havoc behind the British lines. Now, keep in mind, guys, the British are still going strong, especially on this flank. They've got layers and layers of infantry. Over here, they are starting to thin out a little bit. This is a little bit of a concern. And if I was on the French team, what I would do is this. I would get super aggressive. I would bayonet charge. Get the old guard in there. Yeah! The old guard. They will slice through these British lines like a hot knife through butter. And when you start, once it's panic mode and you are pushing infantry very quickly and swiftly on this flank and causing a lot of these men holding the other flank to peel and having to turn and face this flanking force, that is when you push with the center troops. Then you got them right where you want them. We'll see how that plays out. It looks like the rabble of Old Guard, Polish Legion, Dutch Grenadiers are now pushing for the next. This is their breach and clear force. They just finished clearing, or not just finished, but earlier in the battle, they just cleared out the other building, the other farmhouse. Now they're going into this one. I love it. I love it. Breach and clear, breach and clear. We got Highlanders. Use your bayonet. Lethal force, lethal force. They're armed. I don't know. I guess they're like going in as a SWAT team or something. But look at a big break on the British. This is getting close. And one thing to note, guys, don't look at this balance of power. There's something strange about Napoleon Total War where the balance of power just breaks. It just breaks. And I can tell you this battle is much closer than what this is saying. Back over here, what's left of the French Cav, a good force, a decent force. You can still do a lot of damage with them. Still looking for vulnerable units. Artillery, skirmishers, generals, stuff like that.
Oh, our general is under attack.
Oh my goodness. The British general just got nailed by artillery. Ah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You know what? I'm all about that. I hate when you're playing Total War and they're like, stop focusing on my general. Why? Why? I'm trying to win. All right? We have not gone back in time. And we don't have the same. This is a video game. We don't have any honor in this. No. I mean, if the general, look, it depends how desperate I am. I usually don't go for the generals right away. But if I feel like this battle is going to be close and the general's in range, why not? Why not focus down the general? Okay, I don't like this. What is this maneuver? This is called lazy command. Just click, drag, and attack. This is how you lose a battle right here. All it takes is like 3 British units to kind of form a circle around this, and they're dead. Now, thankfully for the French, I don't think there's enough British forces to capitalize on that. So the French should be able to form back up into a line, please. That's how you throw a battle away. There's the Cav is back over on this side. Not sure where to commit. Over here, the fight is still waging on. It looks like the French have the advantage here. Most of the fighting going on in this part of the battlefield. Oh my God. Look at this. What is this? What kind of charge is this? See, what's killing me right now? What's killing me? Let me do some slow motion. Look at this charge. It's gonna work, but it could have been so much more. Imagine if he split these units up, pushed a unit through the gap, pushed a unit over this way, and started fighting this unit. Because if you send one unit over here and attack them, then you break through here, then you can flank on the other side. Like, this massive charge is it's gonna kill this unit, but you could kill so much more. You could do so much more. And I do like the fact, I don't know if this is his allies or this is the same player, but we do have some supporting line infantry kind of firing on the flanks, which is good. They need something to protect this big blob because it's very vulnerable right now. All right, let's go back normal speed. The French still holding back forces in the center. Good for them. The artillery hopefully still opening fire, which they are, because they're going to get some nice... Look at this. That's the problem with this flank right here. The French have a nice horizontal or vertical line right here, and they could rip through these troops. Oh, man, the troops are just getting hit hard as they desperately try to fight and hold off the French. This is getting really close, guys. Here comes a... Oh, this is getting messy. French Cav charge. We got Dragoons going after Lightfoot. Oh, another general. Where did he die? Oh, artillery got him. Artillery finally got him. My goodness. And the French, what are you doing? Yeah, this is where... Okay, this is... Okay. Slow motion. This is where the British could turn this around. Charge this unit in. You charged in this unit. You got him on one side. You charge in another unit, you got them on 2 sides, and you can leave a unit or 2 in the back to keep firing on the far flank of this blob. That will cause them to break, or at the very least lose a lot of men or lose morale. Also, sitting there firing at them is good, but it's kind of too late. And the giant angry French mob is gonna keep charging. And we've got more Cav charging in as well. And they are maneuvering around. They're shifting over to the flank. Oh, please, guys, please. What is this, France? What are you doing? I mean, the crazy thing is that it's kind of working. Like, they're going to form square. That's not a bad idea. Oh, God. Now they're taking out the British artillery. Look at this Look at this hopeless, like, British cav. It's like, there's an ocean of French. There's too many of them. Look at this charge. Oh my god. Charge! So they're taking on that British square formation. The angry mob continues to push. And here we go. This is actually pretty good timing from the French. They're sending up the Fusiliers in the center, and they're going to start attacking this flank and putting pressure on all angles of the British army. I don't know. I mean, now the balance of power seems more normal. Like, it might be back to normal. And I would definitely say right now the French have the advantage. But the British can definitely turn this around. Nice. And oh, look at this. We got some Highlanders. A small unit of them. That's not good. Even though it's just a handful of troops, they could easily cause mass morale. Loss. Oh, wait. No, they broke the Highlanders. Okay, never mind. The angry mob of... this is killing me, man. Like, that's the crazy thing is, like, if he used this blob a little bit more properly, this battle wouldn't be as close. And now they're gonna it's just like a turkey shoot. It's literally a turkey shoot. The foot are gonna easily be able to fire into that blob. Like, you will not miss. Spread your troops out, man. If I was his teammate, I'd be like, dude, spread out. There we go. And he's finally doing it. He's finally spreading out. I think. Or not. He's still blobbing up. Attack of the blob. Artillery trying to soften up these fresh troops, but they're just fencibles. I don't think the infantry can push right here, but I think they can push here. So one thing to consider as the French player, you got to be careful with Waterloo. I don't think you can go over this edge, this ledge right here, but neither can the French, or I'm sorry, the British. There we go. I think he's, oh my god. Every time I think he's fixing the blob, he's just going in for more. This is a long distance. They're gonna experience a couple volleys from the British before they even get to the front lines. What in the world? And they're gonna form square. Smart on them. Oh, they're breaking. Look at this huge. Okay, there's a lot of French right now pushing. This is it, guys. This is the great push. But, jeez. What are you doing, France? Look at that morale loss. It's because they're getting hit from all angles. The other French line infantry needs to move up and support this blob. These foot are like, we will not let you pass. Angry French mob. Here comes French infantry. They're pushing around the flank. He's going in for another charge. Oh, he's running down the light foot. I mean, at this point, just charge. Yeah, charge the rear of these foot. What are you doing? What? There you go. There you go. It's like, now you're going to start forming lines when you had... Oh, it's too late. They just broke the angry mob. The angry mob has been destroyed. And that's a huge victory for the British. A huge victory. What's left of the French lines are moving up. Look at the carnage of this battlefield. The chaos. Dead horses, broken artillery, thousands of men dead on the battlefield. Fusiliers pushing in. Troops opening fire on the flank. Trying to soften up the foot. Now we've got foot moving up. Fencibles moving up. Ooh, this is going to be close, guys. This is going to be close. The French need to reorganize their lines, and they need to do it quickly. This is a bad angle for these Fusiliers. Uh-oh. Troops are starting to run out of ammo. What is this? I think this is a foot unit. Foot guards. The foot guards are out of ammo. So I think we're going to finally see a slower pace to this battle. We do have Napoleon, for some reason, What are you doing with Napoleon? He just broke. He's like, you know what? Exile me. Just exile me. I was trying to command, and that giant blob of French infantry just lost control. I don't know why he was trying to flank with the general that's already severely, like, wounded or depleted. But because of that, he got focused down, and now Napoleon is gone. The leadership for the French army is gone. And I believe the British now have the chance to chain rout because they killed 2 generals at this point. Maybe even 3. No, there's 1 more general, but it's not Napoleon. Oh, wait, it is Napoleon. What? Oh, I forgot Napoleon's twin brother. All right, here we go. Foot guards. They're going to break these Fusiliers a line. And that's why he charged them in. They have no ammo. What a battle. Oh my god, the French are getting destroyed. They're gonna call it quits. And just like that, look at the bounce of power. Now shifting in favor of the British. As the French... There's a good flanking maneuver over here with the Swiss foot. But the French just... the angry mob killed me, man. Like, I believe the French could have easily have won this battle if they did not angry mob it. Now, it's not over yet. Look at the balance of power. And we might be in a situation where the British have to push up and take out the French artillery because I don't think the British have any artillery. Yeah, the British are out of artillery. And we've got chasseurs charging into... What is this? Look at this tiny little engagement. I'm pretty sure the British are going to win here. Just based on the unit types. Oh, no! They both break! They both kill each other. That's hilarious. That's funny. Well, that's a win-win. But yeah, the British are now going to have to be on the attack, and the French are on the defense because they have the artillery. So we're going to fast forward a little bit as the British most likely will push in. They are having to deal with some French troops on this flank. These are units that most likely already broke. So I really can't see these troops hanging in the battle for too long. Probably a quick engagement will cause them to break again. But that's the issue with Napoleon that I really dislike, is that the unlimited ammo. And it's now made it so the French could just, I mean, they could sit back here for 27 minutes and just fire at the British. Now, obviously, they have to move up. So I would say like 15 minutes, right? They could just sit back, fire for 15 minutes, and then move up the infantry. All right, so we're going to fast forward, though, because obviously this is extremely slow and not the most exciting thing to watch. Just waiting for the British. There we go. There we go. All right. We finally have an engagement. The Fencibles. It's coming down to the Fencibles. 2 units of Fencibles moving up against Swiss foot. Whew. It's going to be intense. Oh, nice flanking fire there with the Fencibles. And they're even going to get some light. See, that's the thing is like, if you have a lot of units, even if they're like greatly depleted, if you move them all around on the flanks and stuff, you're going to get a lot of good flanking fire and cause a lot of morale loss. We also got a healthy unit of Highland foot. Look at it. Still has 100 men, pretty much. 99.
Our men are running.
All right, so it's down to the wire. The British moving up some rifles. And I'm sure we're going to... I think the rifles are going for the artillery. And we have the French general who's going to make a move for these rifles. Look at the destroyed battlefield back here. Napoleon. And he's going to break these rifles. Most likely. Ooh, they got to hurry up, though. The general's getting focused down. He's going to call it quits. Look at that. Great supporting fire by the infantry. Took out a lot. Oh, they broke him. They broke him. And he's routing. He's not shattered, but he's near the red line. Kind of. He's got to get all the way over here to leave the battlefield. He might return to the fight, but that might have been the deal breaker right there. It's tough to say, man. It's tough to say because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. The British have pushed up a lot of line infantry, taken on the Swiss foot. The leadership is completely gone for the French. And they've got their secret weapon here of 90. Wait, no, that's 81 foot. They still have really good units in the back. But I was going to say this was their secret weapon, the Highland foot. But they still have very healthy. What are they doing back here? Like, why are they not near the front? You need them near the front so they can act quickly. If you see a flank, they'll be able to capitalize on it. Fencibles are chewing up the Fusiliers line. We've got more light foot trying desperately to get to that artillery. And it's always smart to bring skirmishers or light foot at artillery because the light foot will be just out of range of the canister. Oh, is he going for melee? I think he is. And look who fell back, the Swiss foot. Look at the officer with his saber. He's like, ah, ah, ah. Is it enough to break the artillery? It is. And they can move on to the next unit. The Swiss foot might as well charge in as well to protect their other artillery piece. There they go. Light foot moving in. Can the Frenchies win it? They're down to 2 more artillery pieces. They pretty much don't have any line infantry except for 2. And these are like light line infantry. Oh my god, this is crazy close. The only way I think the British can like lose this, well, is one, running into friendly fire. Oh my god. Stop. Number 2 is charging into canister shot. But I don't think they're going to do that. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to flank around with multiple units and maybe just sacrifice 1 unit to be the canister shot dummy. But the British are now moving up their line infantry to deal with the last of the French here. Move up, move up. Trying to get up there. Trying to get up there. I don't know why I sounded so southern. And then the last, look at this, 1 artillery piece. They saved 1 artillery. Hey, that might be the game changer.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh my god, are you serious? They are breaking. 37 foot guards breaking to the French. I mean, it's going to come down to units that have no ammo. It's just going to be like a medieval battle. It's just going to be an intense melee. I mean, we've already seen so much melee in this battle. This is really good artillery, too. This is like old guard artillery. Here we go. Here comes a charge. I've seen crazier things. Though I'm pretty sure the Highland foot are going to blast these guys and then charge in. Yeah, they break. So that's another French infantry unit gone. They're down to 1 more infantry unit of Swiss foot. Balance of power is in favor of the British. But honestly, at this point, maybe fall back the Swiss foot. I don't know why they just didn't fall back all of their infantry and just held around the artillery and then force the enemy to come over to the artillery where there's canister shot. More nice bombarding on the Highland foot as they maneuver around. And then we've got some Swiss foot moving up. Trying to break the rifles. See, like, everybody needs to keep their forces together. Every time you have units isolated like this, this is how you lose them. And they don't even care. These rifles are like, whatever, we're just going to keep pushing to the French artillery. Oh my god, this is so close. Oh my god. If the French can win here, how are they struggling? It's just the lack of... Oh, they lost. Oh, that's probably it. There's no way now. No infantry. It comes down to an artillery piece. We're going to fast forward. Rifles about to charge in. And that's going to silence the artillery. That's going to give an opportunity for the line infantry to push in. And they're pushing in from multiple angles. Oh my god, wait, wait, wait. I've seen crazier things. Canister shot going off. If this cannon focuses on this force, nice. And then this cannon over on this force. Nice. Nice. Oh. They can do it. Oh, another one breaks.
Our men are
Oh my god. Come on, French artillery. Oh, this hill might be. Oh, another unit breaks. The French artillery. Come on. They can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fire, 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 fire. You gotta hurry. You gotta hurry. You gotta hurry. Don't worry about friendly fire. The second unit might be able to pull off a volley. Come on. No. They're gonna go into melee, but they might be able to win the melee. Or at the very least, hold them back a little longer. While this artillery is trying to get... Please! Oh my god. Oh my god, the British are losing! The British are losing! Oh, the French! The French! Another canister shot, it pretty much misses, but maybe it caused enough fear. Oh my god! And the French are holding! This is more wild than the Wild Wild West. Am I right? But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Balance of power is still in favor of the British. And did they just kill? It's down to 1 unit of artillery. Can they kill? If they kill the general, I think. Oh man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Kill the general. I wish you could like take control of one of the soldiers and just like hack away at these guys. Now they do have another unit of line infantry. Fencibles, but they're just fencibles. And it's a smart play by the British, just kind of cycle charging. Come on, come on. Oh my god, this is nuts. This is nuts. We'll fast forward a little bit because this is kind of... Oh! Oh my god. Great shot. Down to 3 horsemen.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, and they break. All right, the French now have the advantage in this battle. They have to turn the cannons, and they got to fire 1 canister shot. From 1 cannon, they will win this. They will win this. Oh, they've got... Oh, no, no, no. The fencibles. Come on, fire it. No, they're taking too many losses. Oh, and they break. It comes down to a handful of troops. That is insane. Oh, wait, there was another line that returned here, but still, the French almost pulled out a victory there. What a crazy ending. Oh, my God. So, Joe, thank you for the battle replay, getting the most kills for his British side. We can look at the stats here a little bit. 211 with some foot, 154 with the foot guards. I think the French could have easily have won that battle if that one player didn't blob up all of his troops. But it did do some damage, right? It wasn't completely useless. That's why this battle was so close. But, yeah, that was great. And then Human here getting the most kills out of anyone. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe. We are on the road to 1 million, which is amazing. I appreciate that, guys. And thank you again for the support. And I'll see you next time on the battlefield.